Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, in this video, I'll be talking about one of the most popular use cases of blockchain technology in real estate. Now, if you think about real estate, it has a lot of different problems. There are different issues that are dealing with from different sides of the transaction. Whether you're in sales and selling real estate, whether you're a broker, whether you are a customer looking to buy or an investor looking to buy real estate assets. Now, I'll talk about some of the biggest problems which Dubai Land Department was facing in Dubai's real estate market. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. So, if you look at Dubai, probably back in the year 2014, 2015, they had a major problem. And the problem was that people who are coming in from different countries go into Dubai and they buy an apartment. And then what they did was they go and they sell that apartment to 4 or 5 different people. And then they take the money and run, right? So let's break down the problem in detail. So the problem was um, expats coming from different countries to Dubai. They buy one apartment and they sell it to 4 different people. And then what happened was they take the money and run and fly out of Dubai. So the scenarios that were present at the time, like for example, let's say Bob flies to Dubai and purchases one a 3 bedroom apartment for, let's say, $100,000, right? And then what happened was he goes and, like, let's say Bob goes and approaches different investors and says, hey, I have this apartment for sale. Or maybe he puts something online, or he puts like some sort of ads online, or maybe he even lists the property with an existing broker. And then he goes and sells the apartment to, let's say, a contact that he found online, and then he does the same thing over to somebody else, and he says, okay, yeah, the apartment's being ready, they're changing the doors or they're painting the walls or something's going to be ready in the next 4 or 5 days, and here are the keys, and here's all the documents, and here's all the receipts and all the authorized documents for you to get the title deed, and it's all fake, it's all copied and counterfeit. And then what happened was people go to the apartment, and like 5 different people, and each one has a key to the apartment, and then who gets the apartment, right? So it's complete fraud on selling those real estate assets. So the question was, so uh, the problem was counterfeit real estate documents. It was double selling of real estate assets in properties, right? And it was lack of complete transparency in many land transactions. The traditional system is slow and inefficient at registering land transactions, and all these different issues which the Dubai Land Department was facing, and they could all these fraud cases start coming up, and then people went to the police and started making complaints about they bought the apartment, they made the payment, but the guy just left and no longer in the country, and what's the action that can they take, and so on. So this was a big problem over many years. And so the Dubai Land Department started to assess and find out what can they do to be able to solve this problem, right? What are what is the best technology which they can use to solve this problem? So comes one of the considerations was blockchain, right? So one of the solution recommended was blockchain technology. So how can blockchain help in solving this problem and provide the benefits for the solution? So if we look at the basic fundamentals of blockchain is that any transaction of the blockchain ledger, it cannot be modified or deleted or altered in any way. That's one of the most fundamental aspects of using blockchain technology in almost any project, right? So what they did was the Dubai Land Department or DLD for short, they launched an app on the mobile. And in the app, they listed all the real estate properties, which land, villas, apartments, and every real estate asset was listed with the address on the app. And what happened was they said, that, okay, every single person, let's say John, um, let's say, for example, yeah. So John is a real estate investor, and he wants to purchase an apartment in Dubai Marina, a two-bedroom apartment, for example. And the cost is, let's say, $90,000. So when he goes to a broker, when John approaches a broker for the apartment, the broker would give him the address of the apartment, the location, and all that stuff, and then he'd give him all the paperwork, the title deed, and the details about the apartment. So what happens in this case, John can go and enter the address of the apartment on the Dubai Land Department mobile app on his mobile. Address of the apartment on the DLD mobile app, right? And on the Dubai Land Department mobile app, it will give him the full history and the details of the apartment, and it will give him the location of the apartment, the details, like it's a two-bedroom in Dubai Marina, facing the sea, for example, and it will give him the history that the apartment was built or the building was built in the year 2012, for example, and it will give him all the previous owners if it was sold or not, and if it will give him the actual details of the apartment to make sure it actually matches what the broker is proposing for John. So that way, John rests assured and he feels trust and safe whenever he's making the purchase that the broker is not fooling him or not defrauding him on the apartment, and to make sure that he is paying for the exact same apartment based on the Dubai Land Department details that the broker is proposing the apartment for, right? That way, he is assured that the apartment is not being owned by anybody else, not being rented, and that he can actually purchase an apartment that's valid and authenticated by the Dubai Land Department, right? This assures transparency, this assures trust, and this creates a safety haven for investors whenever they go and buy apartments in Dubai. This was the main blockchain application that was used, or the blockchain technology that was used for real estate in Dubai and to solve the problem of fraud in real estate, right? So this is one of the main reasons why blockchain can serve a valuable proposition as a technology to solve specific business problems related to fraud or counterfeit or manipulation of records when it comes to transactions in real estate. Okay, if you guys want to learn more about these use cases, I'm happy to share with you the code of a course, which will be listed below on the bottom in the description. You guys can enter it. It's going to give you like a 50% discount on the course, or you can actually see the intro of the course for free at no cost. You can see the details, some of the details of the course for free, for you to be able to benefit and understand if this can be useful for you, if you consider blockchain as a technology for your use cases or for your projects. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.